pursuit of continuous quality education.
Living up to DepEd's mandate of no student should be left behind.
From the home of Sarong Banggi,
The land of Oragons. This is Santo Domingo National High School. School on Air.
School on Air.
Good morning to all grade 10 students. I heartfully welcome you all on this new way of learning through radio. I am grateful to be with you today as your guide in your journey in learning new lessons in health. I am your teacher, Ma'am Nemia Garcia of Santo Domingo National High School, serving you. But before we start, I want you to find a place where you can comfortably listen to this broadcast. Get your health module on health trends, issues, and concerns in the national level. Prepare your pen, clean sheet of paper, or a notebook. I will be giving you 1 minute to prepare yourself. Here's your 1 minute break. That ends your 1 minute break. I hope you are now in a comfortable place, far from noise, so that you can hear me loud and clear. Are you ready? Our topic for today is on health trends, issues, and concerns in the national level. By the end of this lesson, you are expected to discuss the existing health-related laws and its significance in safeguarding people's health. Make sure that you have your paper or notebook and a pen. You will write there your answers to my questions or activities, as well as some important details of our lesson today. Let's check first if our previous lesson has an impact on you, making you a wise consumer. Let's do the stop or go activity. I'll be reading information or practices related to consumerism and write go if it is scientifically true and proven. Write stop if it is not. I repeat, write go if the information or practices is scientifically true and proven, and write stop if it is not. Write your answer in a clean sheet of paper or notebook. Are you ready? Number 1. Use medicines advertised through radio, TV, and magazines. I repeat for number 1, use medicines advertised through radio, TV, and magazines. For number 2, healthy people who eat a balanced diet do not need supplements. Again, for number 2, healthy people who eat a balanced diet do not need supplements. And for number 3, self-medication in a self-diagnosed disorder or symptoms is safe. For number 3, Self-medication in a self-diagnosed disorder or symptoms is safe. Okay, are you done? Let's see how wise we are as consumer. Let's see if you got it right. For number 1, the answer is stop. We should stop using medicines advertised through radio, TV, and magazines. It may not be suited to us and cause harmful effect on us. For number 2, yes, we have to go for it. A diet that includes plenty of fruits, vegetable, whole grains, adequate protein, and healthy fats normally provide all the nutrients needed for good health. Therefore, supplements are no longer needed. And for number 3, answer is stop. Treating an illness or any other common health problems without consulting a doctor or medical supervision is harmful. Did you get the right answers? If you got it right, it shows that you are a wise consumer. I hope everybody's wise. Remember, a wise consumer should understand why the product is necessary, explore its optimal cost, and make sure of the quality before purchasing it to avoid misinformation and confusion. At this point, I'd like you to get your module in health and open it on page 6. Again, open it on page 6. Have you read the article there in reading activity? Anyway, I'll be giving you again 5 minutes or 3 minutes to go over it, and let's have a walk through it. Here's your 3 minutes. As an adolescent, you experience numerous health issues that pertain to your well-being. In this lesson, we will be identifying social issues and concerns that affect you and the people around you. This will also help you recognize and understand how the government works with various institutions and sectors to address issues and concerns. Now, can you tell me the two of the issues and concerns mentioned in the article? Yes, it's consumers' health and productive health. The first concern is on consumers' health. The products you purchase and the services you patronize may harm you. It may endanger your health, even your life too. Can you point out the problems concerning this issue? What are the problems that consumers are facing right now? Can you write it down? Get your paper and pen and start writing down the problems that consumers are facing right now. Time's up. Check your paper if you have written down the following problems. First, lack of information. Malpractices by supplier. Third, you have irregular supply. Next, wrong weight and measures. Problem on delivery of goods. Duplications of goods. Unethical advertising. Refusal for refund for faulty goods. Health and safety hazards and incompetence of sales personnel. These are only some of the problems that consumers are facing right now. Have you listed them down too? Very good. Now, the question is, how does the government respond to these problems? It is their duty to protect and ensure the safety of their people. What does the government do? Do you have idea? Explain it in 3 to 5 sentences. Again, explain in 3 to 5 sentences how the government responds to these problems. Write your answer in a clean sheet of paper and submit it during the release and retrieval of module. To get rid of these problems, our government promulgates laws. Laws protect us against improper business practices. The consumer protection measures provided by the government are supported by these laws. Now, what are the consumers-related laws mentioned in the article? That's it. We have the Republic Act number 7394, or known as Consumer Act of the Philippines. It is the legal basis for consumer protection in the country. The law embodies the state policy on the protection of consumers and establishes standards of conduct for business and industry in the country. Another is the Republic Act 8423, or known as the Traditional and Alternative Medicine Act of 1997, or the TAMA, an act that establishes the Philippine Institute of Traditional and Alternative Healthcare, the PITAC, that speeds up the development of traditional and alternative healthcare in the Philippines. This law is being promulgated to provide improvement of quality delivery of healthcare services in the country through the development of traditional and alternative healthcare and its integration into the national healthcare system. An example of this is the use of herbal plants that, according to them, the TAMA, there are 2,000 available medicinal plants in the country, but only 10 are approved by the Department of Health. Can you still recall the 10 approved medicinal plants by the DOH? Can you give me one of them and tell us to what illness they are used as medicine? All right. One is Delagundi, which is used to suppress cough. And yes, another one is Bawang, which is used to regulate high blood pressure. Very good. Let's proceed now to the next health issue cited in the article. But I'd like to clarify things that there are still more consumer-related laws promulgated and implemented in our country in order to protect consumers against hazards to health and safety and deceptive and unfair sales, acts, and practices. Another pressing health issue that concerns you as an adolescent is reproductive health. It is defined as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity in all matters relating to the reproductive system and to its functions and processes. Reproductive health is crucial, meaning very important, essential, for it paves the way for your social and economic development. It also greatly influences the health of the next generation. The health of newborn children depends on the health of the parents, particularly the mother. Are you aware of the different problems related to reproductive health? Can you name some? Write your answers in your answer sheet and be sure to submit it during the retrieval of modules. Pens up! Have you written down your answers? If you do, that's great! There are a lot of problems associated to reproductive health, right? Some of them are the following: lack of awareness, overpopulation, STDs or the sexually transmitted diseases, and early marriage or early pregnancies that may lead to increase of maternal mortality rate or the MMR and infant mortality rate or the IMR. Maternal means mother and mortality means death. All this can result to more related problems that suppresses quality of life. To address these problems and to aid the reproductive health needs of the citizens, the government mandates the Republic Act number 10354, or most commonly known as the Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Act. Again, Republic Act number 10354, or most commonly known as the Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Act. This is also known as the Reproductive Health Law or RH Law, which guarantees universal access to methods on contraception, fertility control, sexual education, and maternal care. Moreover, our government has created strategies and programs regarding reproductive health. One is implementing awareness through printed media like magazines and brochures, as well as audio-video media like TV and radio. Number two is population growth control. We have family planning, which is now known or renamed as Reproductive and Child Health Care Program. Number three is introduction of sex education, and number four is prevention of early marriage and pregnancies. This time, please turn your module on page 9 and let's do the practice task 2. The Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Act builds its foundation on 4 pillars. Identify these pillars by unscrambling the letters. Read the provisions beside each pillar as your guide. I'll give you 1 minute to do so. Your 1 minute starts now. All right, let's see if you got it. The 4 pillars are: number 1, informed choice. Again, for number 1, informed choice. Number 2, respect for life. Number 3, birth control. And number 4, responsible parenthood. Did you get the correct answers? Good job. Let's continue. As mentioned earlier, one of the reproductive health related problems is the STDs, or sexually transmitted diseases. The most common one is the acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, or AIDS, caused by human immunodeficiency virus, or the HIV, that can be transmitted through sexual intercourse. According to statistics, as of June 2020, there are approximately 79,000 people living with HIV or AIDS in the Philippines. The rapid increase in number of people who are infected with this disease is so alarming. Dr. Natividad, in his survey from his work Young Adult Fertility and Sexuality Study of 2013, shows that 36.2% Filipino college students and 43.5% high school graduates admitted to have engaged in premarital sex, in which rapid increase in numbers of AIDS cases is likely associated. In order to address this problem, the government puts its efforts to get rid of these sex-related diseases, most especially AIDS. What is the act that promulgates policies and prescribing measures for the prevention and control of HIV or AIDS in the Philippines? Right. It's Republic Act number 8504, or known as the Philippine AIDS Prevention and Control Act of 1998. It was passed by the Congress on July 28, 1997. The Act institutes a nationwide HIV or AIDS information and educational program that runs a comprehensive monitoring system and strengthens the Philippine National AIDS Council, or the PNAC. The PNAC was created by virtue of Executive Order Number 39, dated December 3, 1992. It was reconstituted and strengthened to enable the Council to oversee an integrated and comprehensive approach to HIV or AIDS prevention and control in the Philippines. It is highly recognized by the Department of Health. It has been the central advisory, planning, and policy-making body for comprehensive and integrated HIV or AIDS prevention and control program in the Philippines. Now, let's do practice task 3 on page 9 of your module. True or false? Write true if the statement is according to the policy, and false if it is not. Again, write true if the statement is according to the policy, and false if it is not. You may answer this activity later and submit it during the retrieval of module. At this point, let us recall the health concerns discussed in this module and the law that address them. The first one is on consumers' health and government's corresponding responses through Republic Act 7394 or the Consumer Act of the Philippines and Republic Act 8423 or the Traditional and Alternative Medicine of 1997. Another concern is on reproductive health. To eradicate the reproductive health-related problems such as lack of awareness, overpopulation, sexually transmitted diseases like AIDS, and early marriage and pregnancies, and premarital sex, the government empowers agencies and institutions to implement programs and policies through Republic Act 10354 or the Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Act and Republic Act number 8504 or the Philippine AIDS Prevention and Control Act of 1998. All right, this time we're going to check how much you've learned from today's lesson. Answer the post test on page 10 with all honesty. Write your answer in a clean sheet of paper and submit it on Thursday during the retrieval of your module. To widen your understanding of today's lesson, do the assignment on page 11. Watch videos related to any of the topics tackled today. Choose one from the link provided for you in the module and make a short reflection on it. Again, choose one from the link provided for you in the module and make a short reflection on it. Another day of learning has ended. I hope you enjoy your day. Please do not forget to submit all your outputs on Thursday, May 13, 2021. Join me again on Friday next week, May 14, 2021. Same time for another episode of our School on Air program. This is your teacher, Ma'am Nem, saying, sa Mapeh, bawat indayog ng katawan, daloy ng buhay kayang sabayan. Sa saliw ng musika, anumang problema, tiyak na kayang-kaya. Sa bawat pagguhit, pangarap ay unti-unting makakamit. Malusog na katawan at isipan, kayang-kayang makamtan. Dahil sa Mapeh, buhay ay Mapeh pabuti. God bless everyone. Bye!